Good morning, everybody, and happy Thursday. How's everybody doing out there? If you're here either in the Discord or in the YouTube chat, go ahead and say what's up. Let's see who's with us this morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, dudes. Cyrus, Trading Lizard, Charmods, King Savant, Space Ghost, D-Lock, Miss Dupois, Futures Trading Today, Grateful Trader, Shady Lady, Trading Lizard, Easy E, O'Keefe. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Beast King, Wise Banana, Silent NW, Charisse. Good morning, Shaw. Good morning, Jim and stuff. Richard Alfred. Oh my goodness, look at that. We got a lot of folks in here. We have Trill Bacon, Matthew Elsa, Jaybird, Z-Bird, Lenny. We have Jaybird and Z-Bird in here, and we're so lucky for that. Amazing. Lenny McNasty, Bob, Joseph, Top Mechanic, Richard Alfred, TBD, Blameless Hoop, Shannon, William, Katie, Boo Boo, Avi, Rolando, Alberto, Jaco, Hentak, Richard, Mike, Jay, Shelley, The Different Trader, Stefan, Futures Trading, Go SPVZ, Dan Brook, or Brooke, Marco, Dylan, Nexus, The Indian Feather, Mohammed, NK and Q, Trena, Coffee, Richard Scott, GBs, Antonio, Carl, Peter, Melonhead, good morning, Medi, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Marcio, Woo, TR, L Short, Aiden, Mr. Twin, Encrypt, good morning, good morning. Day Trader Rick, good morning, everybody. So no trades for me so far. You can see right here, no trades whatsoever. But yeah, we are, look at this over here. We are pushing up right here on our Clubhouse level. We are pushing up right against it. We are kind of ping-ponging in between this area right now. So we'll have to see if, I mean, this is crazy how good this level has been. Look at that right there. We're rejecting super hard. We had a little draw of liquidity above it, came back down, came back up, now coming back down. So we'll have to see. If you were short from this area, you probably would have taken profit here and then perhaps tried to short again and seen if that plays out, or you're kind of long and strong here from the Globex session. What was really interesting is that during Globex, I got a lot to talk about. So with my live account, I actually got on the phone with Mick yesterday because I had two back-to-back losing days. So I wanted to get in touch with him. And the benefit of being a live trader is you have direct access to Top Steps risk manager, who's Mick. He's the head of risk over there. He's an amazing guy. He's been in the industry for 20 plus years. He's amazing. That's all I can say. If you've ever seen him on Shoulder Tap, he's legendary, right? So he's amazing. So I called him and I just explained, I've been out of the pocket lately. I really want to change up my risk parameters on my account. So I changed it from having a 15 contract max down to a 5 contract max. And my daily max limits, daily max loss, I moved that down from 3,000 to 1,500. And I want to try that out for a couple days just to slow me down, just to pump the brakes, just to limit myself and prove that I can trade, with a smaller size, smaller loss limit on that. And with the max daily loss limit of 1,500, it's going to limit me to probably taking 1 or 2 contract trades in that account. So yesterday, I just want to see if the risk parameters were intact. I took that for a little bit of a long, and I think I made like $100 on it. And yeah, the risk parameters are working. Everything's fine. But I was watching this kind of, I was super tired yesterday. I went to bed super early, finally got some big rest. I went to bed probably so I took a nap at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, woke up at 6, went right to bed at 6, and then I didn't wake up until, and this is late for me, I went to bed at 6 and I woke up at 3. I usually wake up at 1. So waking up at 3, I slept like a baby and I'm full of energy now. I don't know if you could notice, but I'm so full of energy today because of it. So I finally got some good rest. I'm feeling back mentally. I was been exhausted for this whole week. It's been taking a toll on my mental, not getting much sleep and being exhausted. And, we've had a lot of work to do here in the clubhouse. So it's been a long week for me so far, but Thursday's finally here. Tomorrow is monthly option expirations. Today is employment data. We have a lot to talk about here, so we'll get right into it. But yeah, this has been a very wild and extreme market. Yesterday, I swore off trading my XFAs, swore off trading my live, and I didn't trade any of it. But by golly, what an insane squeeze we had to end the day there. Did anybody out there catch that? I saw some folks in Clubhouse catching this big squeeze to the upside here. I did trade in combines yesterday, and I think I did about $30,000 across like 10 combines or something like that, 11 combines. I was trading a bunch of combines yesterday because you can never have too many XFAs waiting in the wings, right? So, hey, good morning, Ken. Ken got it. Tom got it. Amer caught $500 on it. Boomer caught it. Wow, look at that. Caught the power hour and Top Step. Very, very nice there. But yeah, I am rested. I'm relaxed. I'm feeling back in the pocket. It's great. And so I might trade XFAs today on stream. I might. I'm planning on just sticking to trading one combine right now and seeing how that works. And I want to trade a little bit slower today. I've been super aggressive this week. I want to trade a little bit slower this week, today rather. And we do have that employment data coming out. And that's going to be out here in 25 minutes. So I'm super excited about that. So we have a lot of prints that are coming out here at 8:30. Let me talk about what we have going on here. So we have the Philly Fed Business Outlook. That's not going to be all that important. I'd rank that at the lowest level of importance. But then we have the February Empire manufacturing data coming out, the January advanced retail sales, and then we have the continuing and initial jobless claims. That's all coming out at 8:30. We also have the import price, export price index. That's going to be out as well at 8:30. But basically Philly Fed and the import and export prices, that's not going to be that crazy. But I think that everybody's going to be looking at retail sales, which is important because that's going to judge on how the economy is with inflation. And then, of course, the continuing initial jobless claims. We'll have a preview on that here in just a moment. But that data is what the Fed is going to be looking at. They've said it multiple times. We had some Fed speak out of Goolsby yesterday, and he was a little bit dovish, actually, which was a surprise. But overall, the Fed has been extremely hawkish lately. Especially with the CPI print coming in hotter than expected, inflation looking a little bit sticky here. So we do have PPI on deck for tomorrow. That's going to be insanely wild. So we had the revisions yesterday and kind of a nothing burger there, but the PPI print tomorrow will be very, very exciting. Today, we do have a voter who's speaking at 10. I'm sorry, not at 10, but at 7 o'clock this evening. At 7 o'clock Eastern this evening, we do have Raphael Bostic who's going to be speaking. He's in NYC, so I don't know why he's given such a late Toastmasters speech there, but that could potentially add some volatility into the Globex session. I know my boy Dakota out there will be trading that on his slow market segment. So I hope that you folks out there will join Coach Dakota potentially over in the Top Step Discord, because he's going to be trading the slow markets print there. Hey, good morning, Pat, Trader Page. Good morning, O'Keefe, Shady Lady, Grateful Trader. What was this message here? I had an episode. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry to hear that, Grateful Trader. Oh my goodness. Well, get some rest. You should be getting some rest there. Take it easy. Take it easy, please. My goodness. Let's see here. I just posted in the Top Step TV Discord. I said hello, everyone. Not sure if you can see that. I post in the I'm in the Market Clubhouse Discord, by the way, if you want to check that out. This is the link for the Clubhouse Discord right there. Do you ask Danny Trades to join your team? So check it out. I actually had an hour-long phone conversation with Dan. We exchanged numbers, and I actually had an hour-long phone conversation, and we got along really, really well. We might actually go out on a double date, take the wives out here, and go out for dinner and chat more about it. So to answer your question, will I be asking Danny Trades to join the team? I mean, I would. He's a stand-up guy. We had a really, really great conversation because he runs a room, I run a room, and we had a really, really nice conversation. I will leave it at that. So yeah, we might be collaborating in the future. He's a really, really nice person. Really, really nice guy. Greetings from Greece. Hey, good to see you. I can't pronounce your name, but great to see you all the way from Greece here. Link to the Top Step Discord. Let me do that for you here. Discord, GG, Top Step. Here you go. This is the link to the Top Step Discord. Hey, I'd like to buy 100K, not my first account. Is there a promo code I enter for being referred by you? Just click that link, and that'll get you the deepest discount. There may be an additional discount. You take it all the way to checkout without paying, and that will show you the deepest discounted rate. If it's not the deepest discount, you'll get the discounted rate of $99, which is discounted from their original price, which was like, I don't know, $375 or something like that. Give our friend Dolby a chance. I love Dolby as well. I mean, I wish I could have 10 traders on the team. There's so many cool people that I'd love to have on our squad here. What are the NQ levels we're looking at today? Great question. So this is what we're looking at here. We're looking for a break above of 918 to the top side. If we get that, we're going to look for encroachment up at 916 3/4. If we do break down this level, we have room. I actually want to put this on my chart here, right around this level. So it'd be right around 834 3/4. So with all this data coming out, let's talk about what we're looking at for the jobless claims first. So the prior read was 218,000. They're expecting a jump in that read up 2,000 more, up to 220,000. The continuing claims we're expecting at 1.88 million. So any kind of deviation from that right now, if we have even more people out of work, I would say that would be a little bit of a positive sign. But if this comes in cooler than expected, let's just say that it's below 200,000, which would be an extreme outlier print, then I could potentially see that sacking the market here, and not in a good sack lunch type of way, but to the downside. I guess is good if we're taking the market short. But yeah, do me a favor here, folks. Make sure you're slamming that lucky like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the stream. We did just pass 9,000 subs in here, so when we get 1,000 more, we are going to be giving away a free year of Clubhouse, and I'm excited about that there. So that's what we're looking at for this morning. We have a lot of prints that are going to be coming out here. What I'd be looking for is, I mean, the market's telling us right now what it wants to see, right? It's right now told us that it doesn't have enough buying power to get through our level of 918.25, and we're just kind of kerfuffling around here in this area. Not a lot of volume contracted compared to what we had right here coming out. So we'll have to see if we can make it over at 918.25 with an advantageous print. Now, keep in mind that tomorrow is monthly option expiration. So there is a chance that we can continue to see what I believe is a gamma squeeze in NVIDIA and SMCI. NVIDIA has been just ripping and roaring. We're trading at 738 right now. We did entertain above the 40s, 740s yesterday. So we'll have to see if that trend continues. With all of the monthly options expiring tomorrow, it can create a bit of a very big volatility event. And then the next month, a week from tomorrow, we do have triple witching, which means that we're going to have a roll in the future. So we get to hear everybody saying, hey, why did the NQ jump up so much? And it's because the contract will have rolled. So, yeah, we rejected off of Monday's close. Yeah, this 918.25 level, it's a doozy, right? And this is the Monday close level right here. I believe 26.75. I think we got it to the tick. It was one tick away there. Would you consider putting on a resting buy above 918 ahead of the news release? That's actually, that's a good theory. That's something that you can do. It can be potentially a nice working strategy where, you could set a sell stop here and you could set a buy stop here, which is at extreme ends of the band. You do have to you have to understand, and you can do this with an ATM strategy in NinjaTrader. I don't know about the other platforms, but I'm sure you could figure out a way to do it. But you put a buy stop here with maybe a 60 tick stop. The only thing that you run into an issue with is that if it skips up and it hits your order, and then it immediately flushes down, you're going to get sacked on that one. I like to play the prints sometimes as they lie. This could be a teachable moment where we could actually do it. But, you also run the risk too is that, it just kind of goes up and then it hits that finally, and then it's just kind of grinding and then falters. So there's a lot of trouble that you can run into with doing that. On more extreme prints like PPI tomorrow, that's something that we could perhaps try on a combine together. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. What time frame am I on? This is the 15-minute. Right here, you can see that 15 will show you whatever time frame I'm on. I know sometimes it can be kind of hidden behind the charts there, but there it is, peekaboo. There it is. Will you or MP be taking 200 NQ long at 20,000? I'm certainly not. I mean, that would be a wild trade, but I think that MP has been, we've been chatting and text messaging each other. But I think that MP, he wants me to find a trade to do with the house account. If you didn't tune in yesterday to Fast Markets, Isaac took a trade with MP and they absolutely crushed it. It was amazing to see that. They took a 25 contract trade in the S&Ps, absolutely nailed the short. It was an amazing trade. They made $11,000 for the house account, so give it up for Isaac Rivera over there. Do the opposite with limit orders expecting the fake out. Yeah, I mean, you can do it with stop orders, limit orders, whatever you want to do. What's the daily and hourly bias right now? Let's see. Look at the hourly here. I mean, we're on an uptrend, right? We're just in this consistent uptrend, but we've had rejections here at this level and then this Clubhouse level. So we'll have to see. I want to kind of take a breath before I see these prints come out and kind of analyze it as the prints do come out, right? We'll go back to the 15-minute here. What is the name of the indicator or graph you have on the upper left corner? That's Bookmap. That's Bookmap over here. That's what this looks like right there. That is Bookmap. And if you want to check it out, here we go. Is that Danny from the closing hour? Yeah, Danny's Trades. And yeah, we jumped on the phone with one another and we had a fantastic conversation. It was great. Pulled pork at 20,000. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? I remember when, back in the day when, NQ wasn't even trading above 10,000, then it was 15,000. Now we're talking about 20,000. It's just crazy. It's super wild how it's been. Bookmap. I just posted that in the chat there. How do we use Bookmap? You got to spend a lot of time with it. It's just a visual representation of the depth of market and the order flow. It's, it's going to take you a lot of hours, but you can check out Bookmap's free YouTube channel. They go into a lot of different ways to read it. So. Chook scratch. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Danny goes in with 15 to 30 contracts at a time. Hey, if it works for him, here's the thing, right? We talk about this all the time. There's a lot of, there's a lot of angry people in this space for some reason. It's strange because, out of all of the businesses and things out there, there's a lot of angry people in this space for some reason. And everybody gets angry that if it's something conducive, that's non-conducive with their style, their personal style of trading, it's the end all be all, right? But at the end of the day, right? Let's say you find a trader and their charts are just arrows all over the place, executions all over the place. But then they show you, the past 10 years of broker statements and they're consistently profitable. And you look at their charts and you go, this person sucks. And it's like, well, if that works for them, hey, by all means, lean into it. That's awesome. I mean, this is one of those weird industries where everybody just has like, oh, this is my way, or nobody else is profitable unless they trade my exact way. Be open-minded, right? And be kind to people. There's no reason to just bag on people because you see something and you don't like what they're doing. It's not a big deal. If you don't like what they're doing, then, keep it to what's that saying? If you don't have something nice to say, don't say nothing at all, right? If somebody's doing something that you don't personally like, who cares? Whatever, right? It's fine to like poke fun at stuff and have a little fun with it. But at the end of the day, who cares? If it works for them, great. If it doesn't and they're getting smacked in the face, who cares, right? It's not your account. It's not your trades. Who cares, right? Who literally cares? If somebody wants to take 15 contracts, then when somebody wants to take 150 contracts and you think it's gambling, let them gamble. It's their life. Let them do whatever they want, right? Who cares? Everybody's you see these people who are so just hard up on this stuff, like this person's doing that and I hate that. It's like, okay, well, it's not your account, thankfully. If it was your money manager, right? If it was your portfolio manager with your money, yeah, speak up and say something. Say, hey, my PM sucks. But at the end of the day, if it's somebody else just managing their own account and you don't like it, well, whatever. Who cares? It's not your account. It's not your problem. Don't be a backseat armchair quarterback. Let them do whatever they're going to do. And, at the end of the day, if it's, if they're trying to be entertaining or if whatever they're trying to do, hey, who cares? It's not your account. Who cares? If you're so worried about another person's account, maybe take a step back. You're probably super stressed out. Just take it easy out there. Take it easy. Good morning from the first state. I'm real close to passing my first combine. Give it up for Kenny. Let's go. The trolls were on fire when David Green was on yesterday. I must have missed that. I missed it. Was he having the robot voice? I think I saw that, right? They are similar with the market overall, Rips. It's so crazy to hear people mad the markets are going up since they have a different political view. Yeah, it's the markets. I don't know. I don't know why the market brings out the worst in people for some reason. I think it's because, we have money on the line and it's our lifeblood, and money is your lifeblood. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. What was it with Justin Timberlake where they have it's like Digits or Time, or somebody help me out with this one, but it's a great movie. And Justin Timberlake is he's not in a lot of films, but he's in a couple. It's like Out of Time or About Time or something like that. Somebody help me out with this one. In Time. There we go. Great movie, right? Great movie. In Time. Thank you. Savage. But that's a great movie because it represents, how I think that people get so emotional about the markets because it's our lifeblood, right? It's a great movie. If you haven't seen In Time, it's actually really, really good. Justin Timberlake's actually a good actor. I mean, I thought he was a great actor. He's in another poker movie too that he's really good in. It's about, it's a good one. You'll check it out. But don't take it all so seriously. We got one ride around the moon, or one ride around this trip here. So, make the best of the ride. Don't be so concerned with what other people are doing. Concern yourself with your own self and try to better yourself every single day, right? But that's the thing. I feel like, people get so emotional about stuff because it's the lifeblood. It's when you lose, it's like, it's kind of sucking your life away. So, I can understand that a little bit. Can I share the Discord link again? Which one? Top Step or my Discord? I'll share both. Here's, this is Top Steps, and then this is mine right here. There you go. But yeah, have fun. Try to be more positive in your life. Have fun. Let me live a little bit. I said that to somebody yesterday in our Discord about it's a sprint, not a marathon. No, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Right? It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I know you've heard that a million times, but actually, if you haven't let that kind of marinate, believe it. It really is a marathon. You got to pump the brakes. You got to enjoy this. You got to take it one day at a time, right? Hey, Ribs, Top Step not available in my country. Can you please suggest some other legit prop firms? That's the only one I like. I mean, unfortunately, that's the only one that I like. So I don't really have any other suggestions. Maybe some other folks in the chat here could help you out. 500 on the offer at 23 3/4. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Somebody just came in. You can see this right here. Bookmap. So somebody who was asking about Bookmap earlier, this is what you can see right over here. You can see 503 contracts on the offer. And I can see this big red bar so that even if I'm not looking over there at that 503 number, I know that this is darker than this. And you can see that flashing right there. But this is darker than this. So that means that there's more contracts sitting on the offer than there are here. And I can see over here, this is the current order book on this side, and this shows me that this is 2,100 contracts to get to that level, even though that doesn't show hidden orders because that's why they call them hidden orders. But there you have it. This is why I use Bookmap because look, I can zoom out here. I can see, okay, that's the thickest order that we have for a long time until we get maybe up a little bit higher. But yeah, there you go. I mean, this is why I love Bookmap because I can look at this and instantly I get that information blasted into my mind versus if you're looking at a dome, you kind of have to look and it takes a little bit longer for you to digest that information. We are coming down here, folks. So anybody who is short from that, 918 level, there you go. Very, very nice. Acular, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Can we give a warm Clubhouse welcome here to Acular? Or Acular? Don't want to butcher your name there. Welcome, welcome. Buen día, Ribs. Saludos desde Argentina. ¿Dónde está mi gente de Latinoamericana? A huevo. Very nice to see you. Ribs, did you see Josh's P&L last night? He was down almost 1 trillion. Wait, what? Who's Josh? And what? I'm missing that one. Got taken out with the pullback. Should have re-entered. Yeah, you gotta be careful on this stuff. El gringo hablas español. Oh, goodness. I love it. I love it. You folks are great. I love it. I can't believe it, too. We grew so fast. We've been only streaming here since September. We grew so fast here. We are coming down here, by the way. I'm just watching the book map here. We are coming down. This is kind of the VWAP. I want to go over into the S&Ps here. So we can see, look at this. We're flushing VWAP right now. We have a level right here at 50.20.5. So if we do break down below this level, we could find some more pain up here because this right now, at least before the print, is just kind of looking like a failed auction up here. So, and that's reflected in both the NQ and the S&Ps right now. So we shall see. We shall see how this kind of plays out. You can see how much more movement, how extreme the movements are in the NQ there. Whenever you have Isaac on, switch it up on him. What do you mean? Morning, Ribs. One of the columns on Bookmap is COB, SVP, and which one is the third one? I mean, SVP, COB, and then the price or the bid, the ask. I mean, which column are we talking about here? This right here is the price. This is the SVP right here. This is the bid. This is the price again. This is the trade column. This is the ask. And then this is the current order book, COB. Been waiting this dump and kept stopping me out. Oh, maybe have a little bit wider stop and then take smaller size. Oh, you're down $1 trillion on Top Step X. That's amazing. We have a member here in Discord who's down $100 trillion on Top Step X right now. Platform's working great. Maybe they'll give you a couple free combines for that. That's hilarious. Elon Musk here in the chat. Good to see you, Elon. How you doing there, buddy? Love what you did with the Cybertruck. Sorry about the stock price lately. Hopefully it goes back up. What was his daily loss limit? Apparently not 100 trillion. You get a lot of leverage here on Top Step X, everybody. 100 trillion will not stop you out. You're all good. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Rips, do you know if they sent out the emails for yesterday's giveaway? I think they're coming out today, so stay tuned for that. I declare bankruptcy. Oh, man. Josh, I think he might. Thankfully, it's on Top 7, not a real broker. That'd be scary stuff. I've heard some horror stories about on real brokerages where somebody was short. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to tell Michael about that. I'm going to be on Fast Markets tomorrow. I'm on the final 2 hours on Top Step TV today. So email will be sent before the open. Cool. Yeah, so look out for that email. Keep your peepers peeled. We're going to have that data print here in 3 minutes, everybody. 3 minutes. The infinite negative money glitch. Too bad you're not up 100 trillion, right? May you know, can a wife and husband trade Top Step different strategies, both in full allocation? No. Those they will ban you from the platform for that. Yeah. If you folks have a disagreement with your significant other, your partner, and one of you is going long, the other's going short, there's a risk that they're going to ban you from the network. So don't do that. They're going to assume you're trying to game the system. What's the trade plan, Rips, for news? How do we interpret the data? Well, if we get anything, so I'm mainly focused here on the jobless claims. The expectation is 220,000 and continuing claims at 1.88 million. If we come in line with that expectation, I think the market will go up. If we come out of balance with that and we have not that many, if we come in with like a 200,000 read, I can imagine the market rolling on that. I'm going to switch over to Ninja Trader here. And let's zoom out a little smidge there. And yeah, right now we're bouncing a VWAP in both the S&P and the NASDAQ here. Ribs, I know it's not till this afternoon, but can you explain the MOC buy side, sell side? And so when they give a number that's on the buy side, should we look for in terms of price action? It's just going to show you. I mean, I'll get into that after this print. That's a good question. Good question. I'll get into that, Tony, for you. Let's wait for this print, though. We got it in 2 minutes, and the explanation is going to be longer than 2 minutes, and I want to make sure I get that out. Hey, Uncle Rippy, instead of levels, would you mind sharing your trading view chart so we can save that more easily? Let me see. Yeah, I'll look into that. All right, here we go. 90 seconds, folks. 90 seconds. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. I hope you do as well. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, order book is clearing out. We got a lot of prints coming out here, folks. As I said, it's not just the jobless claims, but I mean, it's more than that. We have the Empire manufacturing and the retail sales. Retail sales are going to be very important as well. Expectation for retail sales is going to be month over month minus 0.2%. So we're looking for, and that was a 0.6% prior. I mean, this is kind of setting up for failure here. Let's see. Good luck, everybody. Let's see. 45 seconds here. 45 seconds. It's spooky when it's empty. Yeah, I mean, this is getting way cleared out here. My goodness. Let's see if we can get a nice advantageous print on this. 30 seconds, folks. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. I'm going to try a trade on this print if we have an advantageous print here. 5 seconds. Trying along here. We need to clear above this level. We need to get above 26s here. I'm going to move my stop pretty tight. Retail sales, wow, what a huge print on retail sales, minus 0.8%. That's actually really, really good. I want to see this holding above 18 quarters. Jobless claims at 212,000 versus 220,000, so a little bit cooler there. That's why we're probably running into a little bit of resistance. Empire Manufacturing came in a little bit hotter. Import prices came in a little bit hotter. But retail sales came in super cool. Super cool. Way cooler than expected. So we have to see if we can get over this level here. Watching here. 18 quarters. A little bit of resistance. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. I just don't want to get stopped out and then get back in. Can we get this to perk above these 15s? There's a lot of liquidity holding this back. Interesting. I mean, the print is advantageous, and I'm seeing a little bit of perk out of NVIDIA and Tesla here. And stopped out. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait to see how the market digests this. So taking a loss on that one. Yields are moving lower too, which is interesting. I mean, that's strange. Yeah. And this, I mean, I think this is going to shuffle and get back up here. We bounced at VWAP. I should have my stop a little bit lower, but watching. Top step X is still broken. Keeps freezing and still glitchy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, the print is advantageous for the market. So we just might get a little bit of shuffling here. I mean, Empire Manufacturing is hotter. The continuing claims came in a little bit cooler. I'm sorry, hotter, which is the highest since we've seen since the end of November. I'm going to take that long again. Move that here. Can 900s hold here? I mean, I'm blinded by the print right now. I'm looking at the data and the print is really, really juicy here. Where is that? It's at 92. I'm right at VWAP. I'm going to go lower there. 1200 moved to the top with 2 lot from my entry. Nice work there, Doom. Check data speed. They said if it's lagging, put it to slow. Very, very nice advice there for Top Step X. So this is kind of a little bit of a point of control here. I'm going to add into that here. Again, I'm looking for this to clear up above this 25, 26 area. Philly Fed is looking hot too. Watching here, can we get this break above? I want to see this up and above this 25. I'm adding into that. There we go. This is the connection I was looking for. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, hey, this print is very good for the markets. Oh, now you're going to run away. There we go. Filled. Give me one more Felicito here. Give me a Phil's barbecue. All right, I'm going to get filled right there. Move my stop up. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Telling you, that news was just so good. The news was so good. And there we have it. Can we get that continuation potential all the way up through the 40s there? I'm going to move that right there, actually. I want to try to contain as much of our profits here. On a dip, I could add if we're showing strength. Market doesn't want to go yet, but the S&Ps are very, very spicy here. Let's see this go above these 30s, or will it fail? I'm at 15 and a quarter. I might need to bring that down to 10, but I 15 quarters are fine. Crazy that we just can't get that momentum in the NQ. We get this blast off and this shake and shimmy. It's crazy. And stopped out. So, we're up a couple bucks here. We're up $57. But by golly, I mean, we can't get that follow through. I'm looking for that follow through there. Hey, but we're using stops. We're trading around our plan. Just passed my first Top Step X 50K combine. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. How normal is it to have 2X slippage? You should not be having that. That's crazy. That's wild. Yeah, I really just want to get along in here and just be able to hold this because it's still just kind of holding these levels. Again, the print is it's an advantageous print for the market. I gambled with you. Now I lost. Why rips why? Don't copy my trades. Don't copy my trades. If you see the same idea that I'm seeing, that's different. That's why I try to talk through what my ideas are. How are you losing, by the way? What are you doing to lose? Top step X frozen. I can't enter the short I wanted. Well, hey, take a break. Take a breather. It's okay. It'll be there. Again, that news was good for the market, but we're watching here, right? This is the area that we're watching. We've had this draw of liquidity above this level. But it's crazy because I thought that would for sure be the follow through. We come back down, we test this, and we go. And it may just be that, but we're not seeing the mustard I want to see from this right now. Welcome to real life. Platform issues happen to everyone at some point. Yeah, even big traders. I mean, big institutional traders have platform issues. It's crazy. Algorithms can mess up. Oof, it can be bad. It's crazy that we're not getting that oomph. I think we'll get it soon, but it's just not showing up just yet. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Trade of 8 lags from time to time as well. Discord says not yet. Sometimes this morning for Top Step. Yeah, so this is my first time in the stream. Clearly the most transparent trader I've seen. I even scooped 200 on just 5 micros. Let's go, Matt. Boom, let's go. That's what I'm talking about there. I'm going to move this out so we can actually see stuff here. I didn't realize I had it so crazy. Remember what happened in Billions twice? Remind me. It was a great show for a few seasons. Then I lost interest in it. I don't even think I saw the last season. Did Axe ever come back? Well, I don't want to spoil it. I didn't say anything. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. How much profit today? We're balling out right there. We can buy at least 2 Happy Meals. We are balling out. Made 600. There you go, Rolando. Nice work. Are you trading live or XFA? Combine. We're trading combines. So I got my live account limited to, I changed my contracts from 15 to 5 and my maximum daily loss limit to 1,500. So, I'll probably wait until I can have a moment to focus and see if I can take some good trades on that. Right now, hosting a show, interacting with chat, I want to trade combines. It's the lowest stress environment, but, I'm treating this as if I would trade it as an XFA, for instance. Hey, Rips, are you at Top Step TV today? Good question. I'm going to be on at 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern time, the final 2 hours of trade. 250 on my early CL long. Nice work there, Carl. Good to see you. Carl, are you trading, which contract are you trading in crude, by the way? Did you roll? Yeah, Power Hour, yeah. I'm going to be on with DGen Dolby and Amazing Andre. Retail sales data is terrible anyway. Well, yeah, the retail sales that's good though. We want bad data on that for inflation to come down, right? You agree with me there, right, Carl Grands? Rips, are all your combines 150Kers? Yes, all 150Ks. I can't trade on a 50K. It's just not. If I was trading micros, yeah, maybe. And we're still holding above this level now. And watching here. We still are kind of holding. I kind of want to just buy on the bid, like one. There we go. I bought on the bid, one contract there. And I'm going to have my stop kind of, let's see here, 11. Yeah, I like where it's at. 7 is fine. So I'm one contract long here, by the way. Because this is holding up. And again, this data should be positive for the market here. Wondering if MP is given a date for micro fix-through in the next couple of weeks or months. Do we have a sim account on Top Step X? I'm not sure. That's a good question. If you do, it should be labeled as a practice account. And now they offer the ability where you can just reset your practice account, I believe. We want unemployment high and retail sales down. All good for inflation to come down. Bad news is good news. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. And that was Carl with the question there. I don't know if you responded back, but yeah. Yeah, I would think that this is an advantageous print for the markets. That's what I would think. That's what I would assume. Do you know when the next free reset is coming? I have no idea. No clue. No sim account on Top Step X. Yes, there is a practice account on Top Step X. We got conflicting ideas here. Why are you on the March contracts already? On Quant Tower, it doesn't look like there's much volume there. We've been on the March contracts for a long time. Long time. Are you talking about crude or are you talking about NQ? We've been on the March contracts for a hot minute. What is your initial stop loss? I see you adjusted after 60 ticks is my initial. I usually move it after. Dude, those resets are a double-edged blade for them. Yeah. You get one practice account per data feed, and there is now one on TopStepX. Thank you for that, Scott. Sorry, Savage. I spoiled the show for you. BOE's Green just said wage growth is heading in the right direction. So, Ribs, if you can get back to my, MOC, there we go, for Tony. Yeah, so MOC stands for market on close. There's also MOO, market on open. And basically it's a way for a institutional trader or retail trader to guarantee that they're going to get the closing price or opening price of a ticker. And so those orders need to be matched, and it creates a tremendous amount of volatility. So when you hear something that it's weighted to the buy side, they're taking all of those orders and they're calculating how much is left over. So there's either a leftover to the buy side or a leftover to the sell side. Now, a lot of people look at that and they say, oh, well, if it's to the buy side, the market's going to go up. That's not necessarily true. It just means that they have to match more orders to the buy side than to the sell side. That's all that means. But what you're seeing in those final 10 minutes is all of the NASDAQ stocks doing their order matching for the MOC. That's like the final cutoff. I believe in retail, it's like 15 minutes until close of the cutoff. Maybe even sooner. But yeah, that's the cutoff for those orders. Now, if we get down to 9/10s here and start to reject, I would add in a second lot. If it doesn't hold the bid here, I would just get stopped out here at 7.25. Ribs, do you think the 100K account is enough to trade the NQE Mini? I would say that it's probably best to trade micros and just get a feel for it first, and then try to ask yourself that question. If you're trading, what's the maximum loss limit? Is it $2,000 a day on the 100K? I mean, it's depending on what your trades are, right? Right now, we are pulling back. I want to see if we base out here at these 10s. If not, we're just going to get stopped out, which is fine. But if we base, we're rolling over here. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a very advantageous print for the markets here. I'm actually surprised to see that we're not catching a bid. S&P pulled back here from above 50-30. A little bit of stickiness here at the 10s. Is there something that we can add to here? Let's see. Because we're so close to my stop loss, I run a limited risk on this if we can actually base out here around these 9s or 10s. Doesn't look like it. Looks like we'll get stopped out on this one. And wait for it. Wait for it. We're so close. Yeah, there we go. Stopped out. So that's going to bring us down to, we're down $246 on the day, and we have a whole day of trade ahead of us. But yeah, I really thought that that's just going to hold us up there in the way that we were kind of holding. I'm surprised to see us rolling like this. So we could have a dunk of liquidity down lower here. I would be watching here down at 73 right here. So Green just said that rate cuts could still leave policy restrictive. So that's what's coming across the wire right now. We are still rolling. So I want to see if we can find some footing here. We're back at the VWAP. I want to see if we can find some footing here in the S&P or in the NQ. We are just kind of, this is, again, it's still kind of holding on to that same trade idea I had. Labor market is still pretty tight in the UK right now. I'm going to go to the 3-minute here so we can kind of see what's going on. So we might give back that whole print. We are kind of in between levels. This is the point of control right here. So if we come back down to those 900s, we find some strength. There's a good chance that we could hold that and auction back up. It looks like, based on the order flow down here, pre-900s, there's somebody that's buying up those 900s, but I want to see a little bit here. Google's rolling, Amazon's rolling. That's not doing any favors for the NASDAQ right now. And NVIDIA is kind of down at the 50 EMA, but it's getting a little small bounce. TopStepX being too buggy to trade this. So yeah, caution everybody if you're trading on TopStepX. It's the first or second day that we've had people on that, so there's a lot of traffic on there. So I don't understand why it's so easy to have the market move against me 30 points, but not for me 30 points. Yeah, welcome to trading, right? I'm coming from the Forex prop firm and new to TopStep. My question is, does your account get banned if they are able to prove that you're copying trades from another person? No, not at all. Look at this now. Now we go right back up after we just got stopped out. Look at that. Trade idea was still intact, but Amazon and Google left me out there. Yeah, it's crazy. The market has been sweeping big sweeps of liquidity here. Trade plan is still valid. Let's see. I could, again, try this with another tight stop on one contract here. It's crazy that it is sweeping as much liquidity as it is, where it has been sweeping liquidity. This is kind of the big area where we had, decent size of contracts being traded here in the NQ up here at 15s. But extreme volatility lately. Yesterday was one of those days where if you were not scalping and you were holding out for big moves, there was a couple different areas in the market where there were bigger moves where you could have had the big extensions. But for the most part, if you were trading inside of a range during the day, hold on. Is Bailey speaking now? Anybody hear that? Or is it still green? That could be what's stirring volatility right now. Barcode since London session. Yeah, it's been a decently barcodey range here. Market makers are hunting my stops. Yeah, that's exactly right. Everybody knows that, right? No more Tradeovate for me. That print blew out my XFA. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry to hear that, RJ. Yeah, Tradeovate has been a little bit laggy for folks out there. I've had almost zero issues with X since using it from the beta start, trading my XFA on it now and copying to 5 more evals. There you go, Steven. Way to go. Congrats on being in an XFA. That's not easy to do. Good for you. Where do you hear the news speakers at? I have a bunch of different squawks, so I have people talking in my ears. And I have some, I have this whole mix where I have some at different volumes and the more important ones at the higher volume so I can hear them yapping. Like right now, there's people yapping. There's voices in my head. Oh, goodness. I mean this in a positive way, but it is refreshing to see that even experienced traders, successful traders like Rips have the same issues as the rest of us. Yeah, if there's no transparency out there, then you're going to feel like you're the only one in the world where things are going wrong for you. We're sitting here, we're down $246, but we're trading, smaller size. We had a really nice print on that trade to the upside, but we gave it back on that last trade, just trying to hold that. We are kind of holding a little bit of a trend here to the upside, a small little trend. Let's see. I mean, that right there, we're holding that little trend, but nothing really worth trading right now. We're kind of in between the range. If this does continue to hold this into the pre-market here, I'm looking at, this kind of area right here. If we are continuing to hold this right here as a baseline, then I do think that there's a good chance that we will finally crack above this and start heading towards those 60s. I was trying to get on a one lot that I could kind of hold for positioning, but market disagreed with me. Folks, do me a favor. Smash that lucky like button. If we get to 500 likes, I will run a poll. Let's see. We're at 337 right now. So let's smash that like button. We'll get to 500 likes. We'll run a poll in here. How you folks feel about the temperature. Right now, the NASI's up 0.15% and the S&P is also up 0.15%. So we're kind of just holding this range here. It looks like you ignore some of us and reply to some. Is there any reason? There's a lot of chat going on and I'm trying to do a lot over here. I don't intentionally ignore anyone at all, at all. So if you're thinking that I'm ignoring you, I'm not. It's just that I'm missing chat. There's a lot going on. Andreas says, done for the day, just trying to grow a 50K XFA. There you go, 50K XFA. Got a lot of XFA trade. Did you just make $1,300? No, what did you make today? What did you make today? You made $1,000 today on a 50K XFA? Are you serious, Andreas? That's amazing. Give it up for Andreas. That's amazing. I have 6 screens and I thought that was heavy. Listening to multi-streams is tough. Once again, if it works, roll with it. There you go. Rips had to mute quick. How was the jobless print? It came in, I think it was cooler. Now I can't even remember. 212, so it came in cooler. Yeah, that's right. Wow, look at this. We're coming down now. This totally is against my expectations, but wow, I'm actually shocked on that. We are dunking here. Holy smokes. Mark, he just doesn't know how to do this. Made 700 on the 830 bounce, gave back 150, up 1,000 for the day. Nice work there, Jeff. There you go. 1530 live viewers. Wow, that's the number of people so-and-so got in his 200K channel after 7 years. Oh, come on. I see what you're doing. You're trying to bait me. Yeah, so we have 1,500 people in here live right now, by the way, and 437 likes. I think you folks could do better than that. What was the jobless data? It was 212,000 versus a 220,000 estimate. Look at this coming down now. Holy smokes. So S&P is at the 50. If this does snap that 73 level, I mean, this thing can get kooky. I am not seeing any news that is driving this other than the fact that Google and Amazon are rolling. NVIDIA is touching against the 50. But wow, what a draw of liquidity there to the downside. My goodness. Those he ignores, he just doesn't like. No, that's not true at all. Oh, goodness. I'm up 2,503 combines and I'm waiting for my first 50K XFA. Way to go. There you go. Never seen the market going up with so bad retail sales data. My short from 910 is going well. Target 840. Nice work there, Carl. Way to go. Took the 910 short. Very nice. Sweet. Love to see folks winning in here. That's awesome. Yeah, that's an insane resolution. But I obviously, my read on the market was wrong and I'm paying the price for it. I'm paying the price of $246 in the red there. Are you on the Top Step leaderboard? Yes, of course. However, I'm much lower after this week. I was going to be 11th on the leaderboard, and then I just let it get away from me. I'm probably at 60th or 50th, somewhere in that range now. The weekly candle should stay red. The NQ needs that, man. Okay, we'll see. We'll have to see. If you call them ribs, you're getting ignored. No, love that name. Ribs with barbecue sauce. Rips, why does order size matter as it is being controlled by the QQQ? I hear Andre saying stops at big seller at 1, 2, 3, 4. I always think contract follows underlying, so does not matter. You have it backwards. The Qs are being balanced for the equities. It's not, the Qs are not leading the NQ futures. I don't know who told you that, but whoever told you that, never talk to them again because they're a knucklehead. That's crazy town. That's like people who think that the SPY controls the market. People think that the SPY moves the market. It's like, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, sure. For the MOC question, for sure. The big short wearing shorts during. There you go. When is your next live with Coach Dakota? You two together are rocking. Thank you, Philippe. I appreciate that. We're talking about it right now. We're talking about when we're gonna get that going. The future contracts follows triple Q. Oh no, I'm sorry, Rupert. I'm sorry that you. Yeah. Check your sort. Can you imagine that the NQ is following the triple Q's ETF? Imagine. Oh my goodness, that would be insane. Oh goodness. Rips, why do you mute when you take a sip of your drink? Something you're not telling us. Oh goodness. All right, so we are still rolling over here. Email just went out for the lucky draw yesterday. I know because I got the rejection notice. Let me see. Did I get any emails? Well, now I have my email from TopStep talking about my scheduling today. TopStep X Fire Drill. You were not selected. I didn't even know I entered. I didn't even enter that thing. I'm not trolling. What does it follow? It doesn't follow anything. I mean, we're talking about the NQ futures here. There's people who are using it as a hedge. The triple Qs are a balanced ETF that are following the components of the NAS, and the algorithm that balances the triple Qs is looking at the components of the NASDAQ. I thought you were trolling me. Whoever told you that the NQ is following the triple Qs, you should never talk to them again because they're filling your head with terrible information. That's crazy. Holy crap, I got selected. Nice work there, Chris. Way to go. That's what I'm talking about. Also didn't win. Yeah, a lot of people did not win. I'm a new subscriber, but my first impression of you is getting stopped out within 10 seconds of watching you. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. My question is, does NQPA really influenced by NVIDIA and other tech stocks? I saw sometimes even big tech dumps NQ retrace to liquidity above below. I mean, yes. I mean, they're using this as a hedge against their bets on the NQ there. Do you also trade when you were sick? Yes, I traded when I had COVID. Not selected seems to be how life has been lately. When you hack your keyboard, it sounds like a double bass. That's amazing. Sometimes you will see divergence in price from the triple Qs to the NQ. That could provide some signals with some people. Yeah, definitely. How the heck can you see liquidity on Bookmap? It's like confetti all over the place. It takes time, and you can zoom in. It takes time. You could zoom in here and you get an idea of where things are. You can see up here we have liquidity being provided by market making algorithms? What are those orange and blue lines on your chart? I'm not sure. I got to read the user manual on that one. I am not sure. I will check. I believe it's, hold on. I got to check the FAQ here. It says, okay, so the blue line is where market makers were selling 15,363 contracts. The red line is the VWAP. Yeah, I think I have that right. It is a Darvas box. You got it correct. It's also Bollinger Bands. It's also a counterweighted VWAP. And it is also, I don't believe you. Looks like a broken TV. Yeah, hey, we have Rips Fanboy in chat. I love the name. That's amazing. Rips Fanboy. Oh, goodness. But yeah, market's still kind of shaking and baking around here. When the market does open, 15 minutes before the open, we have a lot of manufacturing stuff coming out. So we have the capacity utilization, the industrial production, the capacity utilization and manufacturing production, SIC, that's going to be coming out 15 minutes before the open. So we'll see if that can affect things. Right now, we are kind of bouncing at this low area. Do we have this up on the screen? There we go. Kind of bouncing at this low area here. And it was a pretty violent sell side to get to that point. So had a lot of people kind of buying up that area. That coincides with the 50 EMA on the S&Ps there. My first time ever watching a trader who I have never seen before in my life get stopped out in the first 20 seconds is a weird first impression. I don't know what that means. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. I'm up 5K and 9K on two 150K combines coming for the top step. There you go, Travis. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. They're acting like that means you're a bad trader. Ha ha. Yeah, I guess so. That's fine. Anne Marie is a wonder. Yeah, Anne Marie is amazing. If you ever tune into Top Step TV, it's one of those things where there's an amazing cast of characters and that you could always find somebody that you vibe with. That's what I love about Top Step TV. If you're watching somebody who never gets stopped out, then you're watching a scammer. I agree. Yeah, I was working on that 100% win rate, and then I actually woke up from that dream. It was crazy. Might want to start losing, get that drawdown to 4,500 profit for the day if you're on combines and not XFA. Yeah, if you're on combines and you've made too much, it's really easy to lose money. You can lose it with commissions. Just buy, sell in rapid succession over and over and over. This dude probably makes more than anyone in the chat, and the ones that come here to bash are probably in their mom's basement. I don't think they're trying to bash. I just think that they're confused. Maybe English isn't their first language or something. Oh, goodness. He was using the Heinz method in the dream. That's right. The Heinz method is where I'm at. There you go. Got my 550K combines, no copy trading. I'm up 500 to 2,500 so far. There you go, Stefan. Let's go. I had a huge crush on Anne Marie. That's awesome. Does Rips buy the dips or short the Rips? Well, my handle is selling Rips. And the way that I came up with that is pretty simple. If the market is ripping to the top side and you don't have a position, you want to go short, you sell that rip. You're selling Rips. If you're long in a position and it's going to the top side, you're selling Rips because you're selling it for a profit. I found really valuable the way that you recover after hitting a stop loss. You just chill and take it as it is and wait for another opportunity. Yeah, that's what we're doing out here. My psychological profile came back and said I should be a market trader. No medications recommended. Who's Armory? It's Anne Marie. She is one of the wonderful guests that's on Top Step TV recurring. She's amazing. She talks a lot about psychology. A lot of people love watching her. She's amazing. There's a lot of amazing, amazing people on Top Step TV. They're not confused, just obnoxious losers looking to follow some guru who will lead them to the promised land. There you go. I appreciate that you're not swinging 15 contracts so as normies can see what the realistic traders are like. Yeah, so that was the promise today, is that I'm not going to be treating these like combines, so to speak. I'm going to be trading today exactly how I trade on an XFA or on a live account, and that's why we're just taking it easy here. I'm not seeing a current setup that I like, and so I'm probably going to be waiting for that We have this 9 a.m. injection of liquidity coming in about 5 seconds. So we'll see on this. I'm probably not going to take a trade here, but we'll see. The market is having a lot of trouble actually holding up here, to be honest with you. If we did break down below these 80s, it should be tremendously weak. Apple is right at the VWAP. S&Ps are not able to get above the 9 here. So I am watching these things. Would a break below 873 be a change of character? Let's see. Yeah. Yes. I mean, technically, we're looking at it kind of right here, right? So we're kind of at that area. I'm looking at this now from the short side, just kind of ignoring all the news and just looking at the way that the market's trading. And I do kind of like this here from the short side, but we're in the middle of the range. And as I'm speaking, it's kind of rolling here. But yeah, what did Trill Bacon say here? What's going on? What advice would you give a new futures trader? Trade on a practice account. Trade on a practice account. You don't have to put so many question marks. I will see your question eventually. I promise you. 17,000 question marks doesn't make it even more of a better question. I promise you. I try to get to everybody here in chat. And here we go. We are rolling. Very, very nice to anybody who caught this early short from up top there at 918s. We are rolling here. Most traders need what Top Step offers with Top Step TV and the Discord. Tons of real life solutions to the problems traders face. They're not pitching you a course. Exactly right. 100%. Yeah, Top Step. I mean, if you haven't been tuning into Top Step TV, give it a shot. You might like it. Maybe it's not your cup of tea, but I think that you're going to find a segment that you like on there. My favorite segment, it's tough to pick, to be honest with you, but I love Shoulder Tap. I love Johnny Hoagland. He's a legend. He has so much good knowledge to bestow. And Mick he's amazing on Shoulder Tap. And the reason why I like him is because he keeps it real. He gets those traders that are out of pocket and he really kind of sends it home. And it's just so funny. You can see he actually really cares about his traders that he calls up to live, because you can see how frustrated and upset he gets when he's like, I called this trader. They didn't answer their phone. They've been barreling and they've been, going to the downside. And oh, look at that. What a shock. They lost their account today, right? Yeah, I spent several thousands on courses and subscriptions and finally realized it wasn't a learning problem, it was a risk problem, a me problem, and now finally clicking after 4 years. There you go, Ryan. Give it up. Pretty much whenever you and Dolby get rolling, that's the best part. Yeah, did you folks just see that clip from for the Valentine's Day clip? All the double speak, the dirty talk, or whatever you want to call it. It was really, really funny. People really come in here and all rude and then ask for help. The entitlement is wild. Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm doing this for the folks out there. I want to try to get to everybody I can. I want to be as helpful as possible. Mixed mustache really seals the deal. Shoulder Tap is number one for me. You learn what the real metrics are for real funded traders and what to focus on to remain funded. Exactly right. Casting couch Dolby, right? How do you manage between trading and responding to the chat? It's a learned skill, I guess. I'm getting better and better at it the more that I do it. I want to see Apple break this level, and I want to see Nvidia break this 50 here. If we break these 90s, I might want to try a little bit of a short here. Could risk more than 10 handles to the upside. But let's see. If we actually have this break, and then we have to get through 85. So I'm watching this to the short side here. I'm going to try a short here. Right at these 90s. I want to see this break down. My stop is above 900 here. And I want to add to this above basically 895 here if we have this weakness. Because things are rolling over. S&Ps are kind of like at the 50 right here. So if we do have this kind of bounce up towards 900, I can do a second lot on here. So watching this. Second lot on. I want to see this snap these 890s off the lows here. And then potentially we can get an excursion down to the 73 level. So let's see. Coach Dakota has been on fire lately. I don't know if you folks have been watching him, but he's been absolutely on fire lately. He has been so in the pocket, and I've been talking to him every single day, and it's really inspiring to see how well he's been trading lately. It's some of the best trading that I've seen. It's very inspiring to watch that. So we would see this negated above 900s here. Apple is sort of wanting to roll. Google is basing out a little bit. Nvidia is bouncing off the 50. So if these things kind of hold up here, then the trade's going to be negated. But I want to see continuation to the downside here in Nvidia. I want to see the S&Ps break below the 50 here. That's what I'm looking for on this trade. So a nice little roll. We want to see this making new pre-market lows here. So we want to see this down below 880. Oh, shoot. I got to move that. There we go. Didn't know I had my cover, or had it all covered there. So we have some liquidity here resting at 85. We want to see this continued sell side pressure here. And there we are through 85s. Very nice. Apple is rolling as well. There goes Amazon too. Very, very nice here to the downside. A lot of liquidity right there at 880, surprisingly. Big amount of liquidity there. Yep, Dakota's been trading for 14 years. That is accurate. 100%. So we have a lot of liquidity that's resting here right around 73-ish. But this S&Ps are through the 50. This is a big area right here because we have a lot of liquidity that's resting right there at 875. And now, just because, if you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing, and you ended up taking a similar trade, don't copy my trades, first of all. Never copy my trades. But if you're in the camp of that you're green on a trade, by goodness, take some profit, right? Take some profit. Dakota does not have a YouTube. He does trade live on Discord. He does trade live for his slow markets. So that's where you can find him. Taking profits at the 21 on the 1 hour. Nice work there, Carl. Way to go. I'm not sure how old Dakota is. You'll have to ask him, see if you want to divulge that information. Let's see. Did we get to 500 likes here? That's the quick check I want to do. We are at 522 likes. We'll run a poll here. Will the NQ end the day up or down? Up, down. And then we'll do, I have absolutely no clue. I love that one. I don't know why that always cracks me up. Ribs, here's what TopStep said. I was able to confirm that technically you're still in a trade of about 1 billion lots on the back end, and I was unable to flatten it as well. That first sentence, the opening of that is just hilarious. My hope is that... Okay, so Josh in the Discord here is short 1 billion lots. I don't even think there's that much liquidity, Josh. I'm going to say it right now. I don't think there's actually that much liquidity. Oh, goodness. My hope is that the tech team will be able to adjust everything back to what it should be. If they do not, however, I would be happy to reset your account for no additional charge and do a profit target adjustment so you keep your profits that were made prior to today's trading day. I will definitely follow you back up when I know for more information. There you go. TopStep's team is the best there. Amazing. Josh is the liquidity, by the way. He is a market maker for TopStep X. $100 trillion loser should be on the show, bro. Can we just go opposite and become billionaires? Oh, wow. By the way, I'm not even paying attention here. By the way, this is ripping right back up in our faces. My goodness. We did bounce off the 50 there in the S&P there. Josh is trading the Fed account. All right, so if we have weakness up towards 900s here, I could put on a third lot. I guess we should have taken profit down there at the 80s. But yeah, this is crazy. This market's been super, super volatile, not really holding trends really well. But let's see if we're if we find any kind of weakness here right under the VWAP and the S&Ps. I'm going to go for a third lot there since we're pretty close to that 900 level and see if we can catch a failure back down here. Apple is ripping. Apple bounced right off of the EMAs, just ripping up to the top side here. So we have Amazon still failing down. Nvidia's kind of shimmying and shaking at the 50 there. Let's see if we can break back below these 890s. I want to see a clear confirmation that we are breaking that level, and then we could potentially add and then peel. Let's see here at these 890s. S&P still flirting with the 50 here. Look at the S&P. What's going on here? I mean, that little bounce. So this is what's so funny. This little tiny bounce here in the S&P is what created that exaggerated move in the NQ there. You can see how much liquidity is being offered there. I kind of want to, I'm watching the S&P chart because this is the area that we really want to see breaking down. We want to see 5018 being tagged. I'm actually watching the S&P to guide my trade here. We have data coming out in 5 minutes here as well. Keep that in mind. Little pause in Apple here. If NVIDIA continues this roll, this could be tremendous to the downside here. So nice little break there in the S&Ps. I'm going to add into that, go 4 lots here. Because we are right below that 890 level. And then I can peel 2 lots at 85s here if I wanted to. So I'm watching right down here at 85. Nice weakness. Okay, can the S&P actually hold this break now? That's the question. I really want to see the S&Ps holding this break. This is, again, this 85 level is tremendously trafficked here. Are you being able to make living from trading, not YouTube? Yeah, I've been trading for a decade. I only started YouTube in September. Do we have to really peel to here at 85s, or can we just blow through these 85s? Again, I'm watching the S&Ps here. There's a lot of liquidity at 5018 in the S&Ps. This is just, it's tricky at this level because we do threaten to make a higher low here. But yeah, these 85s, like, it's just crazy that they've been enough bid support that we just don't have the muster to break through. And we're running right into this print here, which can be a little bit difficult. Yeah, those 85s wanting to hold right now. But again, if we have weakness back up towards these 890s and we reject that, then this might be a big slam right through 85 here. So there's that 90 rejection. And again, S&Ps just need to snap this area. We snap this area in the S&Ps, it's curtains. 5018 has all of that liquidity resting, and I'm surprised they don't want to bring it down there yet. So looking for this rejection here. We are 3 minutes out from this data print, 3 minutes out. Rips, you're a monster. Your level's on point, up 1120. There you go, Rolando. Way to make the day yours so far. Is it difficult to grow as a YouTuber doing trading? I think for a lot of people out there, we've been growing tremendously fast. We've only been streaming since September, and we've grown to almost 10,000 subs here. We're 1,000 away, so I appreciate any kind of support that you folks can offer out there by subscribing to the stream. I really appreciate everybody tuning in and sharing their morning with me. We are just struggling between 85s and 90s here. They don't want to give up 85s yet. And yeah, the S&Ps are just trying to roll here. A lot of liquidity resting at 85 still. So my concern is on this print that that it goes against us and it would pretty much launch against us here. So I might try to cover half of the position down towards these 85s unless we see tremendous weakness for me to hold through. But this is, it's just sticky right here. Order book is clearing out, so this is where we can see big spikes of liquidity. I might just try to cover half here. I'm just looking. Yeah, there's that 85, super sticky. We run right into that, and then it's because the order book is so thin, we just hit that with about 60 lots there. It bounces right off of that. That's just an algorithmic thing. So let's see if we can cover perhaps 2 on the bid into this print. Watching to see if we have this weakness. Watching closely here. And they're still hitting the bid here. Just watching how hard they're hitting this offer. S&Ps are so weak here. We are 40 seconds away. I'm going to have to cover 2 here. Looking to cover 2 on the bid. Covered 2. Oh, only 1. It fills me 1. This is what I love about Top Step, even on a combine. It's very realistic on your fills here. Extremely realistic. And price is going to go up. We're still holding 3 contracts here. Okay, filled those that final order there. And I'm actually going to close 1 more here. if I can. There we go. So I'm running one lot here into this print. Order book is cleared out. Trending up. Glad that we covered our 3 contracts where we did. But let's see if we have any weakness here. Manufacturing production is lower than what was anticipated, so that's interesting. So it was expected at flat. Is it coming in hotter? I'm trying to... Manufacturing production came at negative 0.5%. So see if we get a draw of liquidity up above these 900s or not. Just again, trying to gauge whether or not this is weak enough to add into. And keep in mind, we are going to run into a liquidity injection in about 10 minutes. So it might just be wise to go flat and wait for the open. But I'm just trying to see if we have any kind of tremendous weakness to potentially invite a flush at 85 if we actually get there. But right now, things are kind of holding here. Your stream is incredible because you add dynamism. That's a new one. Dynamism. And you're constantly talking to the chat and you're a real, I love your streams, bro. Thank you. That's a new word. Dynamism. Is that a real word? You might have educated me today. Dynamism. Wow. Dynamism. Wow. That's a new word. That's amazing. Give it up. I can't believe I've never seen that word in my life before. Dynamism. Love that word. I've never heard that word before. That's a real word, by the way. All right, I might just close here. We are kind of tooling up. Keep in mind, we have a liquidity injection in about 10 minutes. And hey, there we go. Nice little flush. And I'm just, I'm worried I have to go to the bathroom. Our bets heads are falling off. We're going to have a liquidity injection here in about 8 minutes. The quality of being characterized by vigorous activity and progress. That's cool. I like that. New word for me too. We learn a lot of things in this stream. No, that's a great word. I love that. Dynamism. Where can I see the timing of the liquidity injections that he mentions? So quarter of the hour, top of the hour, bottom of the hour. And then 9:25 is a big one right before the market opens. So we are coming down here. Okay, we are breaking those 90s. Oh my goodness. Do I want to add here at this 85 pull? It's so risky. And S&Ps look so weak here. Oh, it's risky. Okay, there's this liquidity that we've been bouncing off of at 85. Are we going to continue this bounce at 85? I might leave this on and just go to the restroom. How do we feel about that? Time for a biological flush of CETO. All right, I'm gonna leave this trade on. We're gonna leave a one lot cooking, and I'm gonna leave my stop exactly where it's at, right? In case we have a draw of liquidity above 900s. It would be a shame if we got stopped out there because I could see it popping 905 and then rejecting. But we're gonna leave this on. I'm gonna hit a quick restroom break, and I'll be back with you folks here in just a very quick minute. we're back. Oh, goodness. What's happening? Market. That was a bathroom pump if I've ever seen one. By the way, we have a new flavor kicking out over here. This is Galaxy Vibe. I don't know if you folks have seen this one. Brand new from Celsius. My goodness, it's good. This is sparkling strawberry watermelon. All right, can we add up here? On this rejection of 900s, can we add? Let's see. This is crazy how this market yesterday, today has been so range bound where it's just like fluxing between these ranges. We do have an injection of liquidity in 1 minute, so this is riskier. If I did add here, but you know, it's really kind of only risking about 8 points. So another $160 on top. I'm going to go for a second lot here. I want to see this flushing back down to those 890s. Try to get a little bit of a recovery on this. Watching here down towards 890 or so. Tricky price action lately. Jostling around is just not clean price action. That was a dump pump instead of a pump and dump. There you go. Rips Ride, I love that one. Sipping on Cosmic Vibe right now. Nice. Which one's Cosmic? Is that the same? No, Cosmic is which flavor? Is remind me what flavor is Cosmic? I'm thinking long going short. Yeah, see, this is why I love the stream, is because, you know, we can have different perspectives. One of us will be right. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. The Thunderdome. You know, this is why I love streaming, is because it's okay to have different perspectives on the market. Look at that little flush of Cito there. There's that injection of liquidity, 925. Can we get follow through to the downside here? Show me that downside. Give it to me. A little bit more. Just a little taster. Just a little bit more. I want to see this 890s. There's those 890s. Look at that. They're scooting around when those sellers come in, which I don't really like. Usually it means that we're going to be seeing a little bit of a bounce here. Usually that's what that's indicative of now. Indicative of. How long since Asia? Then it went down on London. Yeah, did long. Sorry, did long. This thing is going to be red falls. I like that. Red falls. Can we get below 890 here? Knock, knock. There we go. Who's there? It's the Clubhouse. Coming in hot. A little bit more. I'm going to cover one on the bid. Are you going to give me that cover? There it is. Covered one on the bid there. Letting our other lot ride. 887 is right around yesterday's high. Yeah, it is pretty close. We're looking at right here. You know, why don't we make that a yellow one? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Where's my spectacular line tool here? There we go. I'm going to make this a yeller. Bang. There we go. That's yesterday's high. We got so many beautiful colors on our chart now. It's an amazing, amazing thing. I want to try to be flat here before the open, which is in 3.5 minutes. So let's see if I can get a little bit of a cover here back below 890. I would like to be flat here before the open. And then let the open kind of play out here, even though the market's struggling a bit here. Let's put a cover out on the bid. There we go. We got filled. All right, grand total, drum roll, please. We are down $3.60. That's a cup of coffee, folks. There we go. There we go. We are down a cup of coffee today so far. How you doing today? Taking any trades? Oh, that's not to me. Is there an indicator that tells you what the next 5 candle will look like? Yes. It's called the Miss Cleo indicator. Call me now. Rips needs to make a G.I. Joe. Oh, goodness. You ever seen that G.I. Joe clip called Pork Chop Sandwiches? That's a good one. Just got in, made $1,500 on a practice account on the bus. 5 minutes now. I've just made $250 my combine. There you go, Julius. Definitely not Starbucks coffee. Yeah, $3.60 will get you a nice cup of Rips coffee there. The G.I. Joe clips, they're hilarious. Pork chop sandwiches. Oh, goodness. Look at this. This market's jostling around like crazy here. I'm happy that we're not in a position. $3 you switch to micros. That's what we're trading this morning. No, we're in minis still. Wow, look at that. Flush a CETO to the downside. And there's that break from the S&Ps. Yeah, right when we were ready to get out. But I didn't want to be on for market open. I think that, even if this does continue to dump, it's a little bit risky. And like I said, I want to trade the combine today. I want to trade this how I would be trading on my XFA or live. I would certainly not be taking this into the open, even though I had the idea that we were going to be weak. But it's too risky. And I wouldn't do that same risk on my live, and that was my promise. Microsoft, by the way, there's your catalyst candle for the downside. 350 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. There you go. That's a half a cup of coffee where I'm from. Yeah. Yeah, I think I get, whenever my wife gets 2 things at Starbucks, it's like $12. How do you make money with Top Step? You trade on that combine, get into an XFA, make money, and withdraw. Magnificent 4 going down. There you go, Michael. All right, 45 seconds, folks. Let's focus up. Let's have a good trading day together. See if there's any advantageous setups here. So the next piece of news that's coming out here is at 10 a.m. December business inventories and the NAHB housing market index both out at 10. So buckle up, buckaroos. It's going to be a wild day. It's going to be spicy. Hi, Ribs. Any chance I can have a script for your high and low indicator? It's in the Clubhouse. It's available in the Clubhouse. So just do the trial. Come in for the Clubhouse, grab the indicator, and skitter. Skitter on in, skitter on out. How many payouts do you average on an XFA before blowing it up? I'm not really blowing up XFAs myself. But here we go. Markets open. Markets are open. Just take regular payouts. Try to pay yourself once a week or once every other week, once every 2 weeks. Look at this. Look at this volatility here, folks. Holy smokes. Okay, so if this does break 73 to the downside, we can see some weakness. S&Ps want a waterfall, but they're holding. This is nice. This is nice and relaxing. Not trading combines like a crazy person here. This is nice. A nice little stretch here before the market opens. Waller's speaking today? Is he? Why don't I have Waller on my schedule? I got to check the schedule here. Where are you at, Waller, Mr. Chris? It is Thursday, right? All day long. You're right. Chris Waller speaking at 1:15. Thank you. Who was that? Thank you, Julius. There we have it. Very nice. S&Ps are holding up. They don't want to roll just yet. We're seeing a bounce from Amazon, bounce from Microsoft, Meta's to the races here. Off to the races. Tesla's holding. Apple's holding. We're looking at a breakout here of 900s, potentially, to the top side. A little bit of a kerfuffle just under the VWAP. Do we have weakness up towards these 900s again? S&P's running in the VWAP here. If there's a VWAP rejection, there's a good chance we could make a leg lower. But right now we are busting through. NQ is above VWAP here, seeing some bid support in Apple and Amazon. Look at this shake and bake here. This is nice though. Nice and relaxing here. Lots of moo buys. Yes, that is correct. Good to see you, Vito. I have my favorites here in chat. Where's the high and low indicator? Let me link that for you there. It's in the miscellaneous tools. I need to just pin that message. Let me do that. High, hourly, high. Let's see. Here we go. Hourly, high, and low. I'm going to pin this right here. Pin this message. There we have it. And then I'm going to post this in the main chat here. Copy message link. And that was for you. Who messaged me here? Like, whoa, that's for you right there in the main trading chat. Just click that miscellaneous links and then we'll do. I love not trading this, by the way. Hourly, high, and low. It's just shaking, shaking, shaking. We're getting divergence too from the S&P and the NQ here. Apple's hitting the floor. Microsoft just going straight down here. Nvidia's figuring it out, barcoding a little bit. This is a 20 handle opening range here right now. But again, this is how I'd be trading my live account. I wouldn't be touching this yet. So do we break down these 73s? And if we do we have more pain? The only thing that's keeping me from taking a break of 73s is the fact that the S&Ps are rocketing here. Tesla's up. Meta's trying to be up, but it's fading. Look at this. This is a good opening to be hands-off in, I'll tell you what. This is a very good open to be hands-off in. And let's see here. There we go. Alrighty, let's see what the poll is. I'm going to end the poll here since I'm not taking any of this. This is such choppy nonsense. 39% said up, 31% have absolutely no clue. I love the honesty here. And 28% said down. Okay, I love it. Yeah, this is a nasty open. This is a great time to be trading a combine like an XFA or a live account. And this is nice and relaxing here. We're going to let this market form, and then we're going to take that market information after it's formed and use it to our advantage. Just look at over my Ninja Trader over here. Yuck. Let's look at a trading view. Yuck. Oh, that's gross. How does one trade that crap? You don't. All right, looking for that break at 73 to the downside. S&P still rocking in here. So seeing if this is going to hold or not. I want this market to produce some better information for us before we move on here. Yep, NVIDIA is coming down. Thank you for that, O'Keefe. Nothing happening. Yeah, so we're back into the range that we were kind of holding in for Globex. This is the range that we're kind of holding in there. Google's coming down. NVIDIA's trying to come down. What's up with our buddy SMCI? Let's have a little gander here. SMCI. SMCI is loading. Still holding. Wow. SMCI is above 930s now. Okay, there's that big old flush there. Big old flushacito. We are through that range to the downside. Excuse me, a little burp there. So if we do have a weak bounce back up towards this liquidity that's kind of at 73, I would be interested in taking this continuation short. I want to be a little bit patient here. This is the kind of market where it's see profit, take profit. Unless you have, a short up from 9-18 quarters, I suppose. Still seeing tremendous weakness. If the S&P started to reverse here, I'm going to try a short for that break. Where's my charts over here? There we go. Oh, and we got to hide that. So yeah, I'm trying this short down to 46. That's my that's the effort I'm going to try on this short here. So there we go. Break of 50s to the downside there. Very nice flush. My target here is 46. So we're just going to keep this right around. Boy, you really have to be quick with taking profit in this market. And watching here right around 46. If we break 46, this thing will be tremendously weak. Google's so weak here. NVIDIA as well. Watching for these 50s to give out. Is it going to give it to us? Yeah, that 46 level is kind of where we found liquidity last night in the Globex session that kind of held. Watching here, rejection potentially at the 60s. Nice. Rejected 60s. Watching for this to give out 50s now. We're running out of sell side pressure at those 50s. So we have to be wary of a bounce here at these 50s. So watching here, we have a break, testing this break of 50s. A lot of bid support right now at the 50s, and I assume that we will run into more at 46 or so. Right now, just testing this break of 50s. Got a lot of bid support right there at 50s. Watching to see if the tape will change for us. Watching here the 60s. A lot of liquidity being contracted down here. All right, are we going to hold this rejection below 65? Let's see. Right now, holding right below 65. Big volatility bounce from S&Ps. Big bounce from NVIDIA. But if we're weak at 65s, I want to add. So watching here, whether or not we're going to have weakness. It's crazy. We didn't quite make it down to 46, but 50s were strong enough to hold this back. So we might get stopped out here. Nice work there, Jay Quinn. Way to make it happen. I'm going to add into that. Nice. I want to see rejection of right below 60s now. Adding into that. Looking for this rejection right below 60s now. Big bid stepping in at 60s. But if we break through those 60s, this should be tremendously weak. Watching for this break of 60s. Nice. Very nice. Covering 2. Moving our stop up. Very nice here. Apple's rocketing, by the way. Might have to cover rate when we nestle down to these 50s. Watching below these 65s now. See if we get this to tool back down below these 50s. If we do, we have pain all the way down to 34 as long as we break through 46. Oh, sorry about that. My fault. Sorry about that, everyone. So focused on bookmap there. All right, can we have this weakness up towards 65? Right now, we might get stopped out on the remainder. Stopped out there. By golly, we're crushing it today, everybody. We are up $8.32 here. Trading some choppy price action, some choppy range here. $8.32. We're almost, I think we're just above a Starbucks cup of coffee here. Just above. The chart is in the abyss. I am actually not trading micros, believe it or not. We're trading minis. I'm actually checking as you're saying that. We are actually trading the minis there. We are on fire.
He's on fire.
Rent is paid. I don't even think you can get a cardboard box for that much. Oh, yeah, we're heating up.
From downtown.
All right, so we rejected 73s, but I mean, I want to wait a little bit longer because this is so choppy. Tesla's on the way up. Apple's on the way up. Google is face planting. Microsoft is bouncing a little bit. NVIDIA is going straight to the floor. We don't have confluence today. That soundboard just synced up with my music perfectly. That's awesome. Oh, fun. That's hilarious. Yeah, so we're still showing that weakness here up towards 73s. Wow, there's that beautiful flush. NVIDIA's just hitting the floor here. If we can get below this 55 level with strength without a big old bounce, then I'm interested in this one again. We may just have to have much wider stops in this type of range. S&P is still rocketing here. Rejection at 60s. I'm trying this rejection now at 60s. And my stop's at 60. I'm going to move that up a little bit, actually. There we go. So looking for this to break 50s now. And that snap of 46 would be something. Looking for this break of 50s. Doesn't want to do it just yet. Looking for a potential add. Apple's showing some weakness here. Trying to add on the offer, filled on the offer. Looking for this clean breakdown below 50s here. Watching again, so if we come back up around 65 and we have weakness, I do want to add into that. Watching here. We need another We need another billion lot. Ask our friend Josh here in the Discord. He's got it. He's got it covered. 100 billion contracts. We need all the liquidity we can get to help us flush this on our in our paper trading here. On our paper trading combines. All right, watching here. If we are weak up towards the 70s, I need to get this at like 72 here. Looking to add a third lot for this eventual break of 50s. Adding into that. Looking for this breakdown of 60s again. I want to see confirmation below these 60s. I want to see clean weakness below 60s now. There's that weakness. We have follow through. It's so thin too that, you know, every single flush is very, very thin on this. They're making it very, very thin to each side, which makes it, again, tremendously difficult to read. So let's see if we can have this confidently below 60s and holding. So again, getting that sweep low, adding into that. I like that weakness. Can we get that follow through? Beautiful. Let's see this now through the 50s. Almost. Let's see if we can have this follow through here. Right at the 50s. Very nice. Okay, here's 46. Covering 2. Very nice. There we go. That's the resolution we were looking for. Beautiful. Covering 1 more. I'm going to move my stop now. Beautiful. Hands free. There we go. That was nice. That was what we're looking for there. That was what we're looking for. And that was on 4 lots maximum. And this is exactly how I trade my combines. I'm sorry, exactly how I trade my XFAs. Exactly how I trade my live. I think the most contracts I ever took on my live so far of having is 9, I believe. I'm pretty sure about that. So we're hands free here. 46 again. This is the level. We knew this. This is why I covered into 46s. We knew this, right? If this is weak at 46s, we have room down to 34. But if it's not, we get stopped out just a touch right above break even there. We let this work. If we get the nice flushacito, we get it. If we don't, we don't. Life goes on. There we go. Stopped out. This is a see profit, take profit type of a market. I will say that again. So that brings us up to $520. There we go. Not bad. $520 will pay the bills, right? 1 day of trading. There we have it. Usually I am the opposite of Rips, but today we're aligned. Hey, I like that. There we go. My goodness, this choppiness is something to behold here. More card boxes. Very, very nice. Rib's calming, soothing voice can put me to sleep even with this volatility. I mean, this is not clean volatility to the downside, believe it or not. And a lot of it is because of the S&P. We're seeing the Magnificent Seven rolling except for Meta and Tesla and Apple. Apple's not rolling yet. So we're going to have to evaluate this down here at 34 3/4 if we get down there. That's our next area of evaluation in this market. I'm happy to be hands off here. I'm up 513 too. Thanks, Rips. Let me see if I can pronounce your name. Let me see if I can get this right. Herman. Did I say that right? I like that. Airman. There you go. Up $251. There you go. Revs, you the man. I used to watch PW and got done. Don't say that. Everybody's trying their best, right? Watching you, I've got my smarts back. Thank you for that. I've been sick the last few days and have fallen asleep listening to your stream. If you're watching this at a later time, go short the NQ. Go short. You're up thousands of dollars. Don't cover. Yes, it's going down. Not financial advice. Oh, goodness. This market is tough. I'm going to say it right now. See profit, take profit. Don't be trading with hungry eyes. This is a see profit, take profit market. Take profit at the parts of the market that make sense. This is why we covered at 46, right? Right here. This is our tell. This is our market information we're using. We bounced here. You think that other people aren't looking at that? Of course they are. There's a lot of covers going in that area. And look at that. This is where you get faked out. This is where you don't want to be adding into. You don't want to get faked out and shaked out. Do we go lower from here? Sure, absolutely. But if you're not short from up here or up here, that's a tough one to hold on to, right? If we were still short our one lot from the top there, we'd probably be still holding, I would think, right? Hungry Eyes. What a great tune that is, right? Thanks, Ribs. Up $515 on the day. Walking away. Have a good day, everyone. Nice work there, Amp. Way to go. Awesome. Plus 570 will be plus 5,700 once I step back up to the 150K account. Nice work there, Carl. Let's go. Up 1360 for the day. Thanks, Rib. See you tomorrow. Nice work, Abdul. Give it up. What's going on with CL? What contract are people trading in CL, by the way? Did we roll? It is loading. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. We had our level there, 76.14. Next level to the top side, 77.65. So holy smokes. But yeah, I will say it again. If you traded yesterday, I traded combines all day yesterday. I didn't touch my live, didn't touch my XFAs. If you traded combines yesterday, if you traded yesterday, you know that this market and the equities have been very, very difficult. So if you're managing, I'm seeing a lot of you folks putting up green. If you're doing well, lock it up. Don't push the issue, right? Today's not that day where you're wanting to push the issue. Today's not that day. Tomorrow's PPI, and I think that's why we have so much disagreement right now. Look at, for instance, let's all commit this to memory. Here's the NQ. Now let's go look at the S&P. Nope. Look at that. Does this look like it's going, huh? No, it went, huh? That's the technical term, by the way. The level I have, H2, Tyler, is 50.32 3/4. That's the Clubhouse level that we're looking for. Hard to believe the majority is in profit. I mean, this is a tough market. Again, this is not an easy market. So if you're sitting here and you're saying, man, I can't trade this. This is tough. If you're trading this and you're profitable, even $1 right here, give yourself a nice pat on the back right there. Okay? Do that. Why? Because it's tough. And you deserve to give yourself some kudos when it's tough. Look at the book map right now for the NQ. Does this look like you're getting any kind of follow through, or does this look like a whole bucket of yuck with a side of bleh? For me, it kind of looks like that. I mean, if you, like we caught some nice trades. We caught, the bounce right here. We took it down at 46s and below. It's not easy. It is a scalper's paradise. It is. But you have to be tuned in. That's something you got to be locked into. Is this the toughest market to trade you've seen? No. 2022 was tough because it was a down market, but you have to understand, usually what you're going to find, let me go back to the NQ over here on TradingView so I can draw 10-second chart. So what you're usually going to find in bear markets, not saying we're in a bear market, but what you're going to find is that we're going it from here to here, right? And unless you get, you can get the prescient short from up here, right? If you're lucky. We actually had a short from there, but I just didn't want to hold it through the open because I'm trying to trade this like XFAs. But let's just say you had the short from here. This is a 10-second chart, but I'm just give me some rope here. Say you're short from here, right? You see this over that level was, one of the highs or whatever that was. You're short from here. The question then becomes on every single up thrust, is this going to be your reversal back to break even? So you have to kind of commit to a trade plan where it says, if I'm short from here, I'm going to do an all-day hold. ADH is what that's called, all-day hold. Hey, nice work there, Jay. Way to go. Bag of lunch. Give it up for Jay.
That's what we call a sack lunch.
Num, 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 num. But yeah, so if you have a trade plan where you're short from here and you're just going to decide to hold it all day, that's going to serve you a lot better on this type of market to trade, where even though we're going down, it's not going to be without these bumpy up thrusts here, 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 here. That's bumpy. And in bear markets, that's the hardest part about trading them, is that you don't know at this point if this is your good entry, because this up thrust right here can mean that we go here and then we finally flush. You don't know, right? Until the gift of hindsight is everything. But That is the one thing I will say about trading bear markets, but we're not in a bear market. But on down days, when you have a market like this, it makes it very, very difficult, extremely difficult. How much weight do you put on prior imbalance? Thank you, O'Keefe. How much weight do you put on prior imbalance areas if they have already been hit? So usually if an imbalance has been mitigated, it has less impact because then the trade it's been rebalanced at that point. Usually that's, you want to use that assumption. Was down 370. Now I'm up 215. Feeling good. Way to go, Easy E. Not an easy market, folks. Not an easy market. Did you do any COVID trading? Oh yeah. That was during COVID. I had my biggest trade of all time, 7-figure trade. It was in one. Well, it was multi days that I was holding it, but realized 7 figures of profit in one single day. It was awesome. How to understand and trade the dome? It's tough. I mean, it's difficult. Just watch it, and then record it, and then go back with the gift of hindsight and see what happened. $1,220 up today. Must be one of those nutty traders. No, you're not nutty. You're killing it. Way to go. 3 years into trading, getting to a place of stability and remaining profitable, not giving back too much, accepting what the market is going to give me. You can't just rip it out of the market. That's exactly right. Okay, so we are coming down here. This is that 34 level being tagged. Wow, tremendous downside price action here. Very, very nice. Again, so if you're holding a short from up high, this is a great trade for you because you're just letting it happen, letting it work. I'm just down a few trillion. Are you short, Josh? You should be banking on this. I don't know what your entry is, but yeah, we are skittering to the downside now. The next level of support that we really have here is, that 797. Let's see if we have a weakness balance. So Apple finally figured it out and S&P started flushing. So that is the reason why we finally started tooling down. There's your S&Ps right there, flushing to the downside. So let's see if we get a bounce back up to 834 or so. Look at that. Oh my goodness. What a move to the downside there. So let's see if we get a push back up towards 834. So this is kind of the lower end of this volume shelf. There is liquidity below. I am interested in scalping this a little bit more to the downside if we can have a little bit of a pump. A little tiny taster to the top side, just a little bit. Apple's coming down, S&P's coming down. So let's see here. Okay, there's your little bit of taster to the top side. And I want to see this up towards 34. Ganesh was not selected either. I'm sorry about that. 810 might hold it up. Yeah, there's a very good chance of that, right? I mean, this area right over here, talking about, what is that, about 8? Yeah, 811, 810. Yeah, that could definitely be holding it up. So yeah, very, very nice. Anybody catch that to the downside there? Anybody? This guy's P&L looks like the largest regressive jackpot in Las Vegas. That's just a few dollars. I'm beating myself. I was short from high around 4 a.m. with my stop loss at the top of the 1 hour for value gap. Would have been a 100-point trade. What happened? Why did you take it off? Did you actually get stopped out or did you move your stop? I guess that would be the question I'd ask myself there. Did you interfere with the trade or was it just, it ended up getting your stop and it was unlucky there? All right, let's see if we can clear down into this next area of liquidity that is below these 815s. Apple is face planting here, by the way. S&Ps are kind of holding up. Okay, there's that 815 clear out. Do we have continuation? Watching. A lot of volumes shaping up here. So 815 dunks kind of bouncing a little bit. Yeah, S&Ps are weak here. I'm going to try a short. S&Ps are tremendously weak. So we have liquidity all the way down to 800 here or so. As long as these 815s are weak, I want to continue riding this. 811 and 3/4 is kind of where we had this topping area of liquidity. There we go through 811's nice and weak here. I do expect that we do see a bounce towards 800s. Might be a little bit sooner than we expect. But let's have a look-see here. Again, weakness towards these 811s, 815s. Apple's super weak. Big bounce out of the S&Ps there. Big bounce. So let's see if we have weakness. There's a big amount of liquidity resting up at 830 here. My stop is, could be a little bit too tight. We could run that to 32s just in case. So watching here, do we have rejection at all towards this 30? A little bit of a rejection. S&Ps are still weak below VWAP. So keeping an eye out there. Big bounce from Google, by the way. And Google has been moving the NQ and shaking things up quite a bit. So we shall see if we have continuation here to the downside. Nice flush there through 818. A little bit of choppiness here. Yep, 10 a.m. news coming out. Thank you, everybody, for staying on the ball there. I want to see if we can actually get this flush down into the 800s preprint. It's a pretty tall order we're looking for, but this would be a tremendous snap here to the downside, and S&Ps don't want to give it up just yet. Watching on this pop here now. Apple is tremendously, tremendously weak. If Google negates this pop and NVIDIA actually breaks below 725 here, this could be curtains. So under a minute till our data here, folks. We are kind of holding down here. Data is going to be out in less than 30 seconds. S&P is kind of holding right underneath the VWAP here as well. $10 seconds till the data. 10 seconds. Big bid support at 15s now. See if we can get through this with some weakness. Business inventories in line. Housing price index up at 48 versus a 46 estimate. This might come up right around 35 and then reject. If I actually want to hold that until 35, I'm going to get this up to 35 halves. Big bounce from the S&Ps, but watching see, yeah, it's coming up pretty hot here. Google, a little bit of a bounce. NVIDIA, big bounce above 725s. I want to see that bounce rejected. Google out with a press release. Predicts AI profits and potential technology breakthroughs. This is a live interview right now as the Google CEO speaking. Can we get through 20s here? Watching here right at 20s. Taking that. So second lot on, weakness at 20s. Watching now for this flush through the 10s. This is a big, big area here. Watching closely. A lot of liquidity resting there at the 10s. Watching. Adding into that for this break of 10s now. And some big liquidity stacking up around these 15s, scaring some of the price action back up to the north side here. Big bounce from Apple. Okay, still showing some weakness here. Watching here if we can wrestle through these 15s. There's that player. So the player moved from 15s up to the 20s. So that could actually bring us down lower now since they got filled. Watching here. Pushing up 20s. A lot of people are trying to get filled here on the bid. So if we can actually hold this back on the offer, then there's a good chance that we might come right on back down here. So I want to see weakness at these 20s. I want to see these players starting to give up those 20s. Watching closely here. A little bit thinner on the offer than what I'd like to see. Watching here at these 15s. Adding for that flush below 15s. Looking now for this break of 10. Very sticky down here. Still getting decent amount of bid support coming in, but sell side is still tremendously strong. So that's what I'm watching for. Break of 8 10s down here. Still not giving up those 10s. We might rocket out of this thing. That's the only downside that we have, is that we might rocket down, tag 35s, and then reverse. So it's tough in this consolidation range, because if we don't break 8-10 soon, we're probably going to have to trim our position sizing. So watching again here, can we fail these 20s? Nice failure of 20s, testing 15s. Okay, here comes the 10s test. Nice 10s. Big bid support. There we go. Through those 10s. Beautiful, beautiful. Got to cover right there. Covering one more. Covered. There we go. Got one as a runner. Beautiful resolution below those 10s. Now we watch this for this potential pop from 800s back to 810s. Our stops at 813 here. Beautiful resolution there. And again, this is exactly how I trade my XFAs or my live account. We don't get too crazy. We don't get out of pocket. We're watching the order flow. We remain calm in our trades. This is exactly what we do. So 800s, I expect a little bit of resistance. Our level 797.75. We did tap right into that level. This is why we use our Clubhouse levels to our advantage here. Watching for this to now flush 95s. There's a good chance that we do bounce even if we continue this excursion to the downside. And this is why we have to use stops in a trade like this. Brooklyn says, I'm short 858 from 798. I messaged you yesterday. Oh, good to see you, Brooklyn. Nice. Good to see you. I'm happy that that's working out for you. Brooklyn reached out in the DMs. It was very, very nice to talk to Brooklyn yesterday. So 800s here. Let's see if we can actually auction below this. S&P is still not rolling, which means that we do have a lot more potential downside in the NQ here if the S&P does roll. And again, I'm happy to be stopped out here. That's no problem. Even though that the market could trend much lower than this, we have to trade the market in front of us here. And that's all we can do. I would love to see this weakness show up now on those 800s, but there's a good chance that you have a lot of people that are going to be covering here, right? It makes sense for a cover below, below that 810, 811 level. So do we get stopped out here right at the collar of this volume shelf? We just might. There we go, stopped out. So that's going to pump up our total on the day here. We are now up $1,238 there, keeping our sizing low, trading the price action in front of us. If you folks are enjoying this style of trading, I mean, there was a couple of requests to do something more like this. If you folks are enjoying this type of trading, go ahead and drop a W in the chat. If you folks are enjoying this more than the regular crazy trades that we're doing in here. Okay, cool. Well, we'll stick with this style for a little bit. It's more fun, right? There we go. There we go. Very nice. Well, yeah, so we are past that 10 a.m. hour now. I'm just seeing if how heavy. So again, we're watching 820s here. We're watching 825s, 835s. We keep these same levels and we're watching how the liquidity is being received in these areas. We can keep up with you like that. Oh, I like that. That's fun. But this is exactly how I trade my live. This is exactly how I trade my XFAs. It's just more calm, relaxed, looking for certain areas to break. If it doesn't break, we minimize our downside. Consolidation, manipulation, now distribution. Somebody's been studying some Wyckoff. I love that, chess trader. Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. Just looking over at the Mag 7 right now. On a day of no confluence, it makes for a very difficult trade. But when we have areas like that, because if we auction back up to 35 there, I'm still actually going to reshort that if we have weakness. It just worked out that we didn't have to, and we didn't get stopped out on that initial extension. And I was able to add into that because we had weakness showing at 20s, 15s, retest of 10s, didn't break, back up, 20s weak, 15s tremendously weak, 10 flush, we're in it, right? Again, this is a room. This is an auction. There's people shouting at each other, right? Digitally. And you have to imagine if there's enough sell side pressure, those 10s are going to back out. You saw how thick it was at those 10s too. How do you determine seller strength, trend, structure, or something on Bookmap? I'm looking for the amount of volume that is hitting these certain key areas, right? And I can see on the velocity of the move and how thin that offer is if they want to let it run, right? If we want to see that run, you can see if there's somebody defending an area, right? If there's multiple players defending an area, those offers get thick and it runs into it, gets stickier and stickier, and then you start to run out with buy side pressure, right? So what we're looking for there Like right now, tremendous offer side pressure. So everybody who is long at basically 10:04 in the morning here is now letting go of that at 35. So they were at 800s to 35s, a 35 handle trade. This is a see profit, take profit type of market here. Long from the 802s. Nice work there, chess trader. High Rips, does the NQ trade with Apple? Apple is the number one weight of both the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ 100. So it's good to use. I have the Magnificent Seven up on my chart here. That's Apple, Tesla, Meta, Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. I like to have those up because, wow, look at that. Nice work there, Celsius Lover. What happened to the $8? Hey, well, we got more. We got more cups of coffee. Use the 9 and 50 EMA on a 5 minute. Started my short when the cross and open below. Nice work there, Almo. Very, very nice. Well done. Up 1520, done for the day. Give it up there for Keaton. Awesome. Love trading with you folks. You folks that are supportive of each other here in chat. I love to see you folks when you're rooting each other on, when you're high-fiving one another. Like, oh, wow, look at this person did that. I love it. Let's try to keep this positive vibe as much as we can. And if anybody's ever trolling chat, we're not going to call them out. We're not going to do anything. We just get rid of them. We move on. And I appreciate that everybody in here was very well behaved today. Everybody was very kind to each other. And that's all we need in this industry right now. We just need kindness. Be kind to one another. Might have to hold on to this for the rest of the day. I don't know if they'll let anybody in down there. You never know. Tremendous rejection. And right off of our Clubhouse level. Look at this. Look at this level. Holy smokes. Come on. Look at that. Beautiful rejection off that level. I see that Celsius Lover caught it there. Anybody else in the Discord caught that? Bitcoin is going to zero. Oh, you're going to upset some people. Nice. Josh got it. Josh is now down, folks, I know you wanted an update on this. Josh is now down 272 trillion Shroot bucks, which I believe is, I believe the conversion is 846 quadrillion Stanley nickels. Oh, goodness. Bottom ticked it. Nice work there, Brooklyn. Let's go. You're on fire lately. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look at that. Vibe Trade says, great trading, everyone. You were all amazing. I love you. That's sweet. That's awesome. Shroot bucks. Download the hourly high-low zip. It's a CS file. There are instructions on how to set it up for TradingView. It's not for TradingView. It's only for Ninja Trader. Only works for Ninja Trader. You can ask our resident developers in here whether or not. I would just message in the main chat there, and just ask if anybody has it for TradingView. We have some amazing developers in here. Yeah, just ask in the main chat. Just set you the pick transparency. Let's see. Might have to show that on stream here. Let's see. Look at this. Can we switch over to that? This is Brooklyn. Just sent me this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that buy. Look at that right there. Give it up for Brooklyn. Brooklyn 2Fit here in the YouTube chat. Way to go. I love to see that. That is awesome. 798. My level is 797 3/4. We're in tune with each other right now. I love that. I love that. Don't ever be shy, folks. Always, reach out. People are shocked. They're like, wait, you respond? Yeah, I respond to almost everybody. That's awesome. Good job there, Brooklyn. Nice work. How many trades you taking? I see them trade lines. It looks like he took 1, 2, 3 trades to the downside and 1 trade to the bottom out 798. That's great trading right there. Amazing. Up 700 on 1XFA and 550 on another. 13th winning day. Give it up for Harrison. Let's go. I wonder if there's a correlation between viewers of the Market Clubhouse stream and winners. Here, let's run another poll. Let's see. Start a poll. Are you green on the day? Yes. Not today. And then we'll do no trades for me. There we go. All right, run it. Let's see. Curious. Let's get a little temperature on the room here. Posted the poll here in the YouTube chat. Let's see. Savage says, sorry if you covered this already, but what is your take of the divergence between S&P and NQ? They're different. They have different components in them, right? NASDAQ is heavily weighted towards tech stocks. S&P is the 500 best companies in the world. So there's divergence on some days. But you know what you can do is you can say, okay, well, I like to use the S&P 500 as a strength indicator. I'm looking for a level of huge rejection in the NQ where you can potentially go long because the NQ is lagging the S&Ps, right? This has been the infinite bid market. So you can just say, well, if the S&Ps are showing strength like that, then I'm going to wait for an area to bounce like our friend Brooklyn here, Brooklyn 2 Fit in the YouTube chat. He took that rate off of 798 long. I mean, that's awesome. So I'm assuming that there's a little bit of, looking at the strength of the S&P and saying, that's some strength there. Took the short on the first run through 860 when I should have waited for the continuation. Yep, you got to be patient. Fair value gaps out. There you go. Trying a short here from where a lot of sellers stopped before. Nice work there, Preston. Good luck to you. Hopefully that works out. So it looks like we have so far 59% are saying they are green on the day, 29% are saying not green on the day, and 12% are saying no trades for me. That's some good statistics, folks. You folks are killers. And that's off of 200 people voting in here. Very nice. Love to see that. Tell you what, since you folks have been sticking around here, if we get this up to 800 likes in the next 10 minutes, we're at 705 right now. If we get this up to 800 likes in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give away a free month of Clubhouse. But you folks have 10 minutes to get there. If we don't get it, that's fine. And we'll definitely do a giveaway tomorrow. I promise you we'll do a giveaway. Wow, look at this. We are sending it right back up. This is great. This market will make your head spin. This is crazy. This is wild stuff. We got the Rastafarian colors here on our chart today. I just noticed that. Oh my gosh, look at that. We're already we're 6 likes away, folks. That's amazing. Take my money and run and see you tomorrow. All right. Congratulations there, Matt K. Congrats. I'll trade the NASDAQ. I need to have my beta blocker next week. All right, we did it. Look at that. Ask and ye shall receive. 804 likes. All right, let's do this. We're going to do a keyword giveaway here. And then I'm going to go back over into the Clubhouse. And then we'll see if there's any more trades that we take together over there. All right, let's do giveaway. I always want to think of a good keyword first. We've had some good vibes in here today. You know what? That's what we're going to do. All right, let me move this on over here. That's what we're going to do. So channel members are going to get 3 times the luck. So that's, if you're not subscribed already, that's how you get the 3 times the luck there. So just hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Keyword is going to be good vibes. One word. Ready, go. Good vibes. Type it in the YouTube chat. Good vibes. Good vibes. Just one word. Don't put a space in between it. Good vibes. No space. No space. Good vibes, because we had some good vibes today. I appreciate every single person that tuned in today. Everybody had a really nice positive attitude. We traded in a way that I felt like we had a lot of connectivity with one another. Everybody was kind of, high-fiving each other. I like the vibes in the channel today. So really, really nice stuff. Do I hold? Yeah, I would be holding. I would be holding their Celsius lever. I mean, this thing is driving. This is the area of consolidation where we might have a reversal. Let me see here on the 15. Let's see what the old fib retracement is saying here. Let's see. So we're looking at from there to there. Retracement is going to be, not until 881 and a quarter. So you have room, Celsius lover. Can we put a keyword in Discord? No, but we're going to do a Discord only giveaway here soon, Turtles. So yeah, if you just go to the YouTube chat, I can link you to where the YouTube chat is. Here. If you just go here, Turtles. There you go. And this is for a free month of Clubhouse. Just type good vibes one single time. Gets you in the giveaway. And then we'll rock this thing in about 2 minutes here. 2 minutes. So a little bit of a test here at that prior 846 was that area in the NQ. So if 846 holds up, I do think that we have another leg here to the top side. S&Ps are topping out. They're not able to hold above 50-30 here. And that's the key level we want to see for a breakout in the S&P would be 50-30. So that's what we'd be looking for there. I do have some one-on-ones today, I believe. Let's see. Yep, I got Kyle. I got Christian. Sweet. Excited for that. First time in GA, do I put in keyword in YouTube and that's all? Yes, that's all you do. Let me see here. All right, about a minute and a half here left. Minute and a half until the giveaway, folks. About a minute and a half. Good vibes is the keyword. Good vibes. Good vibes. Oh, yeah, that's you, Marine. Sweet. Awesome. Excited for that one. We got Marine. We got Christian. Hoorah. Let's go. Love it. There you go. There you go. All righty, folks. About 30 more seconds here. We have 318 people who are eligible for the giveaway. This is, again, for a free month of Clubhouse. Now, you have to follow me on Twitter and Instagram right there, @SellingRips. Forgot that part. It's a big key thing if you're new here. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. It's @SellingRips. @SellingRips is how you follow me there. You go on there. You click follow. That's it. I would appreciate on Instagram more than anything because we're trying to grow rapidly here on Instagram. On Instagram, I currently am at 2,150 followers. I would love to get to 3,000 followers on Instagram. So if you have Instagram, follow me there. Be great. Fantastic. Would love that. All righty, folks. And again, if you're already in Clubhouse, you are eligible for this giveaway. If you're already in Clubhouse, you are eligible to get an extra month tacked on here. So if you do win the giveaway, it's very simple. You say, awesome, I won. But then you say, Rips, my Twitter username is this, or my Instagram username is this. There you go. Okay. All right. We're going to roll here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling. Al swearing again. Swearing again. Swearing again. Al, are you with us? Al, are you with us? Come on, Al. We give you folks about 60 seconds to claim. You are on the clock. You are on the clock. If you won, just say, my Instagram username is this. My Twitter username is this. That's all you have to do. Let's see. You have about 50 seconds, 50 to claim. 50 seconds. I have the same. How crazy is that, Dustin? That is wild. You have the same last name. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Sweden from Deadwood. Is that what it is? Sweden? I just can't pronounce it. All right, we'll give you about 30 more seconds here, Al. 30 more seconds. And if you folks are watching the stream right now, make sure you're watching it at 2x speed so you're all cut up all the way there. He said my name wrong and spelled it wrong also. Oh, goodness. All right, here we go. We're going to have to roll again here in about 20 more seconds. I'm giving you a couple more moments here, Al. All righty. We're going to roll again in 10 seconds. Re-rolling here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rolling. Crazy Frat Kid, are you with us? Crazy Frat Kid. Oh, Crazy Frat Kid. Are you with us? If you are, my Twitter username is this. My Instagram username is this. That's all you have to do. And you're on the clock starting. Wait for it. Starting now. You have 1 minute. 1 minute. Oh, we got a woo. We got a woo. My username, my Twitter username is this. My Instagram username is this. That's all it takes. You have 50 seconds. 50 seconds. You are on the clock. You have 45 seconds. And you have, wait for it, 30 seconds. I mean, again, this is not the hard. O'Keefe, you're so funny. I posted my Twitter 2 times. You did not. It would have posted. It would have showed up here. There's Al. A little too late. Sorry about that. We got the rules. We have to respect the rules here. All right, Crazy Frat Kid, you have 3, 2, one, and we're going to, wait, what is this? I posted my Twitter. You didn't. Oh, now you did. Okay. All right. Now you did. Now you did. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, everybody. Checking. Let's check here. There we go. Now it's coming through. Now we can see it. Let's see. You are following me. All right, give it up there for Crazy Frat Kid. You are the big winner. Congratulations. You have won. Give it up, everybody, for Crazy Frat Kid in here. Awesome. Okay, let me message you right now. And I'll do this. Winner, free month. There you go. All right, that's me messaging you right there. I got the blue check mark next to my name. All righty, folks, so that's going to lock it up for us here. We are up $1,238 on some really nice, calm, cool, and collected trades here. I had a lot of fun trading with everybody. I do appreciate everybody tuning in today. It means the world to me when you folks tune in, and it means even more when I see everybody being positive with one another here in the YouTube chat. And of course, I mean, Discord, there's never a problem with that. But you folks on YouTube today, you really showed who you were today. Very positive vibes. I love to see that. Let's keep more of that going. Tomorrow is Friday. I'm going to be on Top Step TV later today if you want to tune in there. I'm going to be on at 2 p.m. Eastern time for the final 2 hours of trade. We'll do a little Rips recap at 2 p.m. And then at 3 p.m., it's going to be DGen Dolby Hour and Amazing Andre Hour. We're trading Power Hour together, and hopefully we get some trades there. So I hope you'll join me on Top Step TV. If you won't, I'll be back here tomorrow, 8 a.m. sharp, and we'll do another giveaway, either for a free combine or free months of Clubhouse. We'll have some fun here, and we'll see if we can take some great trades like we did today. All right, everybody, have fun today. Be safe. If you're up money, hold on to it. Trade with discipline today. We do have a couple more volatility events throughout the day, so be careful. 1:30, look out for some Fed speakers. We do have some scheduled at 1:30. All right, everybody, good luck today, and folks on Discord, don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a hot minute.